Hello, what is going on everybody, and welcome to today's edition of the WWE Newsroom. And by God, has it been a long time since you have heard my voice. And guys, I cannot exactly tell you how much I have been looking forward to returning. I was away through personal issues which I would rather not discuss. I'm sure you can all understand kind of where I was going to go with that. But, I'd rather not discuss it. Something that, it'll make me, pretty much just not that eager to do this again. So let's try and keep away from that. So I am eager to do this. And today we're going to get through this newsroom episode and get back to business to how it used to be. So let's begin. WWE 2K14 news has been released. And I can tell you a few details about what has gone on, what is going to be coming into the game. Of course, I've got to catch up on a lot of WWE 2K14 stuff. I have seen the new trailers, obviously the debut trailer on Raw and then the Ultimate Warrior trailer, but I haven't really discussed it with you guys, and that will be coming in the future with Let's Talk WWE 2K14 again, as we did back then. Anyway, animations are much smoother. Superstars will now have a much better running animation. Strikes will also be quicker and more fluent, and instead of just strike reversals like it was, now if you do a reversal on a strike, it can turn into a grapple move of your own. And to use an example of that, let's just say you go for a punch on a superstar. Instead of him just countering that by putting his arm up, leaving you to punch again, he will counter that and actually hit something like a swinging neck breaker, kind of like CM Punk does, or something like that. That is probably the best example I can give you. Also, superstars will fiddle with their ring gear, things like wrist tape every so often, just to make the game look a lot more realistic and, feel more realistic. The perfect example of this is how Ric Flair used to always sort of fiddle with his trunks in the ring when he competes. He always used to sort of fix them up because, they'd go out of position slightly. And, it just kind of adds that little bit more detail to the match or matches that will participate on WWE 2K14. So I think that is a really, really good thing they have added. Also, 10 new Oh My God moments will be added. A few of those include Shell Shocked with 2 opponents, the Attitude Adjustment with 2 opponents, a big boot to the head between a turnbuckle, and Randy Orton's top rope DDT. Those and plus more. I believe there are a couple others which I can't think of right now, and there will be a couple added soon, well, told about soon. Also, you will notice while I'm talking about this, there are a few new screenshots on your screen, so make sure you take a look at that. They are not old, they are new. You will see that head kick between the turnbuckle, and you will see Dolph Ziggler's entrance with his shirt. So take a look at that while I am talking here. Also, I didn't add it to my notes here, but also new catching finishes have been added. Not only can you do the top rope where they jump off the top rope or top turnbuckle and then springboard, and you hit, say, an RKO or a sweet chin music in this situation, but now, as you will see on your screen as I speak, Shawn Michaels can hit sweet chin music by doing a flapjack in the process, so you can fling your opponent up and hit the finishing move. So that is pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And they said that you can do that with other finishing moves as well. They said they got 10 new animations as well as the catching finishes they had in WWE 13. So let's move on to real WWE news. And due to the fact that CM Punk and Paul Heyman's segment went 4 minutes too long on Monday Night Raw, a big match between Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett was cancelled. So that was expected to take place, but because of that Punk and Heyman segment went 4 minutes too long, the match was taken off the show. Those extra minutes that would have been from that match were given to the Rob Van Dam Chris Jericho match, which was an instant classic, of course, if you did watch it. So it did work out well for the WWE. This also worked well for Daniel Bryan, as his pop that he got at the end of the show when he was announced as John Cena's SummerSlam opponent would not have been as loud if he appeared in a match much, much earlier. Vince McMahon is scheduled to return next week on Monday Night Raw. The angle the WWE will be working is to most likely have McMahon upset about the Daniel Bryan and John Cena match at SummerSlam, kind of keeping him with the whole general managers not doing a good job sort of thing, obviously with what happened with McMahon, Vicky, and Brad Maddox. Now, there has been a joke running around backstage in the WWE, which I thought would be fun to let you guys know about. This is what many in the backstage area of the WWE have been quoting over the past few days since Money in the Bank. And I quote, "The Philadelphia crowd was larger than all the total crowds combined that Rob Van Dam wrestled in front of while in TNA." I thought that was quite funny and quite true, actually. I think it's kind of obvious. Well, it's not true, obviously. Overall, if you add them all up, there was probably more TNA, but you know what I mean, basically. Quite a funny joke, and it's kind of strange to hear that coming from the backstage area at the WWE. Now, moving on to this big bit of news, and you might want to stick around because it's a little bit lengthy. But here we go. In a huge attack on the WWE, a website forum user named Dolphins1925 has come out stating that he thinks the WWE is a business that has more flaws than any other company. This user at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in February, predicted every match correctly, not just the results, but the whole or all the entire angles and storylines within. Everyone thought this was just your typical one pay-per-view wonder where he fluked all the results. But 4 pay-per-views later, this user has correctly guessed every single match, including all 8+ matches at WrestleMania 29. After the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, the user did not post on the predictions thread in that forum. He made his own topics with the title always saying pay-per-view spoilers. Don't read if you don't want to know. Then one day, around roughly after WrestleMania, the user would come out and tweet saying the following, and I quote, "I'm hoping that spreading the word will get the WWE's attention. I'm hoping that it will put a stop to the spoilers from being leaked." And close quote. So this guy is obviously trying to spoil results on purpose to get the WWE's attention so that they can't find a way to stop websites from spoiling any pay-per-views. This guy says he does not work for the WWE in any way, shape or form, but he has his sources within. So this is a clear ploy by sabotaging results to get the WWE to actually stop the worldwide spread of spoilers. In a way it's smart, but in a way he's doing what he doesn't want others to do. The good news though is that all you have to do is to stay away from this guy's forum and you will be perfectly fine. Obviously I get all these news from eWrestling News or WrestleZone, most normally eWrestling News, sorry I kept getting my words mixed up there, and they do post spoilers as well. But I don't mean spoilers like this guy. This guy literally has sources within, so he knows way before the live shows air. Obviously, eWrestling News, they post the SmackDown spoilers on a Wednesday, because really SmackDown's on a Tuesday. But I don't look at them, so all you have to do is just don't look at them. Unless it's a bit unfortunate and you haven't been warned, just don't look at them. So this was quite a big episode of the Newsroom to return me to making videos, guys. Again, I apologize. It was a personal issue, a personal break, and I am back better than ever. Of course, you did see that trailer yesterday, 8/1/13. I cannot tell you what that is. I'm sure most of you probably know what it is. I think it's kind of obvious. It's back. It's returning. 8/1/13. So that's it for this Newsroom episode, guys. I'll be back to making videos probably more regularly next week. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 more videos this week. Again, I've got a big weekend ahead of me. Manchester United are here in Australia. They are in town, and the game is on in 3 days, I think. 2 to 3 days. I am really, really excited. Cannot wait. United are here. But that's it for me, guys. I'm so glad I am back here to making videos for you guys. It's what I enjoy doing. It's what I will be doing again in the very near future. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.